It is 7 p.m. Eastern, and the polls are closed in the Peach State. Live pictures right now from both candidates' watch parties. You can see Raphael Warnock, the incumbent Democratic senator, on the left. Herschel Walker's headquarters on the right. Walker's team saying there's been an unexpected surge in turnout on this Tuesday in December. Good evening. I'm Leland Vittert. It promises to be a long night. Neither incumbent Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock nor Herschel Walker got over the 50% threshold in November. So here we are for the runoff, although there was not another debate before this election. And there's way more at stake than just one U.S. Senate seat. If Walker wins, it is a 50-50 Senate, which means Kamala Harris remains the tiebreaker on party line votes. It also makes it near impossible for Democrats to unilaterally move things through committees. Plus, Joe Manchin then remains the most important person in Washington whose name is not Joe Biden. For Democrats, a win means they fully control the Senate. It takes away Manchin's power as a veto, and on we go. We're going to check in with Decision Desk HQ as the data starts to roll in. Early voting records happened in Georgia. An estimated 1.9 million people voted early. You can see people there braving the rain and elements today in Georgia for long lines to vote. Scott Bolden's here, former chair of the DNC in Washington. Scott, good to see you. So much is being made about this election. How much do we view this not so much as a victory by Warnock, if that happens, but a repudiation of another Donald Trump candidate?
Well, I think the latter, the repudiation, is really, really important. But what's important for the Democrats is to get complete and full control of the Senate. It'll be verification or validation that the Democrats have to mobilize its voters. And they've done that with multiple millions of dollars from outside groups to groups who do get out the vote. It'll be a validation of that. But again, it's still hard in Georgia because of voter suppression efforts. There shouldn't have to be that much go-TV.
We had record turnout for midterm elections in November. Looks like we're going to have record turnout again for special elections. You had voting the day after Thanksgiving. How can you possibly call this voter suppression?
Well, you have those numbers despite voter suppression and despite regressive laws put in place by Georgia leadership, Republican leadership.
What more do if Raphael Warnock wins this, what more do you want?
My point is Warnock should win, but it should not be despite voter suppression regulations and statutes. Let me tell you this. Let me show you just one figure.
You said something. Let me just ask you a question. You said something interesting.
After Thanksgiving.
You said something interesting where you said Warnock should win. Conceivably, he should win because he's running against such a terrible candidate. You look at Brian Kemp, who beat Stacey Abrams by 8 points, the Republican governor. And Herschel Walker still lost to Raphael Warnock because of ticket splitting. You say Warnock should win. Is that simply just an indictment of how bad Herschel Walker is, not some huge endorsement of Biden and Warnock's policies?
It depends on who you talk to. But this is why I say he should win. He should win because he mobilized, get out the vote. But more importantly, he should win because he's a better, more intelligent, smarter, and represents the interests of not only people of Georgia, but all of America and the hopes and dreams that come with being a Democratic candidate. That's why he should win. Herschel Walker is not qualified to be an elected senator. He's there because the Republicans believe he could win, not because they believe in his policies. He's a yes vote, and that's all he is. I mean, I'll be honest with you, given how much baggage it is, Republican parties always will back somebody if they can win, not if they're qualified. And you got to consider that.
Yeah, reasonable people could also agree that it's much more helpful for Warnock that this is not for control of the Senate, because there's a lot of Republicans who would have held their noses, probably, especially swing voters, and come out and voted for Herschel Walker if that would have given Republicans control of the Senate versus a 50.
Maybe not. But give me the top 3 reasons why anyone in their right mind would vote for Herschel Walker to be a U.S. senator, given all of his political baggage, social baggage, marital baggage, and the integrity that he lacks as a candidate.
Yeah, no, look, you make a great point. As a candidate himself, he's very flawed.
Deeply flawed. That's all. It's not personal, just deeply flawed.
Fair point. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.